Chips Clips!
Alrighty, YouTubes, another one of Kips Clips. So, with the electioneering ramping up in the UK, the cult wars taking place, they are now dredging up any and all cult leaders that they think anybody will listen to. And in that sense, I mean Hillary Clinton. Not only is she on the British circuit, it looks like she is edging towards, or talking about, contemplating running in 2020. Definitely looks like she's actually considering doing that, believe it or not. And at the same time, she is meddling in the UK election. Now, the irony is lost on these people. The machine behind these talking heads doesn't allow for any self-awareness at all. Now, the irony of Hillary Clinton appearing on British TV declaring it's shameful for the current British government, i.e. Boris Johnson and the Conservatives, not to publish the report on the Russian meddling in the in and around the Brexit voting of 2016. Now, if you can't decipher how that's meddling in British politics while talking about Russia meddling in British politics, then you're not aware of what electioneering is. This is anti-Brexit electioneering. Now, whether you agree with me or not in the synopsis that this general election happening in December, it's all about Brexit. All about Brexit. The country's polarised. Politicians and political parties treat elections like marketing campaigns. They've got their market research from the demographic. They understand the country's polarised. And it's pro-Brexit versus Brexit. And they're setting out their camps accordingly. And now Hillary Clinton's rolled out from whatever rock she was hiding underneath. And now she's electioneering for the anti-Brexit camp in the UK. While at the same time, with no hint of irony, talking about the Russians interfering in the Brexit campaign.
I'm dumbfounded that this government won't release the report about Russian influence, because every person who votes in this country deserves to see that report before your election happens.
Why do you think they're not releasing it?
I don't know the answer to that. I would think a reporter like you and others should be absolutely relentless in trying to get to the bottom of it. Because, look, we know from even this current Trump administration's intelligence officials that the Russians are still in our electoral system. There's no doubt of the role that Russia played in our 2016 election and is continuing to play. There's a lot of evidence that Russia played in the Brexit election. Now, I'm not, in your country. I don't have...
You are in our country and you're on our BBC and you are interfering in our election while pointing at a report that indicates Russia interfered with our election.
Say about any of that.
You do, you are, you have, you're everywhere. Tuesday and the whole of the UK is saturated with fucking Hillary fucking Clinton.
But the fact that the current government won't release this report by your own government should raise some questions.
This is your first book together.
Yes, it is.
Whose idea was it to work together?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't either.
And I'm not letting you go into the... Anyway, so the irony's lost. Now, she's doing the rounds of a book tour, but she's in the UK while the electioneering's happened. she's obviously got a kind of dog in the fight. She's the political civil war that's going on in a lot of Western countries right now. She's in the thick of it. She's on one side. Boris Johnson, Farage, Trump, that kind of clique persuasion on the opposite side. I see there was a far-right dude in Spain get in or won an election. I'll need to find out more details. I'll touch on that tonight. There's and the irony of all these nationalists dotted all round the world, banding together, cross-promoting each other, is lost on the nationalists. The irony, what would you call Hillary Clinton? The globalists, right? The irony lost on her that she's sitting there interfering in the UK general election, electioneering for all the anti-Brexit camps, while talking about Russian interference, is lost on her. The irony of all these nationalists cheating on, jeering, bigging up, meeting, networking with all the other nationalists all over Europe and the world is lost on them as well. You know, they want a global nationalism. These people want a globalism of sorts, but they're kind of globalism. And the right-wing nut bars who are pointing at these people going, the globalists, they want a globalism of sorts as well, but it's their right-wing fascist globalism, where they harness the dickheads that share their political sentiments in every corner of the globe and promote their shite. Anyway, I digress. I just thought it was kind of the comedy value of pointing out the irony of all these camps when the cult wars are coming out. I mean, if you can't see the irony and the comedy value in what she's doing there, then you're in the cult war because you're on a side or not. You can't just point. You're like you're either voting for the what was it, the third sandwich or the douche, big douche, wet douche. Yeah, big and wet douches. I don't know, the douche or the third sandwich. You're in the cult of either one. I'm standing on the side going, but do you not know that one's a douche and that one's a third sandwich? Like, come on, like, snap out of it. Anyway, so tune in tonight for not the Infowars Nightly News, the original alternative look at the so-called alternative media. Remember, thumbs this up, share it with your friends, family, foes, help channel and the show grow. Remember, what I do here is digital basking is all available and accessible, free of charge. I'm going to do such a good job, you'll find value in what I do. And use your spare change, not your life savings, in the Patreon and PayPal buttons down below. And make sure you tune in tonight for the live show. Alrighty, boob tubes, I'm good to go. Cheers.
Cips Clips.